Hey, Miles here, milesbecko.com. In this video, you're going to learn more about selling your services and skills to the local business owners in your area. So I'm following along with that three-step or the three phases to wealth program where I was teaching you that selling a skill and a digital marketing skill to the local businesses in your area is one of the fastest ways to grow income, to hit that 10K per month, so you can then invest in a business and ultimately invest in assets that can cash flow for you, get your money making money for you. But the first step is really to skill up through digital marketing and then sell that to local businesses if you don't already have a marketable skill. So this video specifically is about how to actually sell your services, right? Not what to do, but how to sell them, how to get business owners excited about hiring you to help them grow their businesses. And right there, I've already laid down the biggest key for you to remember. See, all of these business owners are getting spammed regularly through kind of virtual assistants who are bombarding their email address saying, hello, sir, I want to help you SEO rank better in Google, right? They're getting these terrible pitches one after another. They're probably seeing several per week, if not multiple per day. And so they already are feeling overwhelmed and they're already feeling like this whole world might very well be a scam. But that same business owner will acknowledge that every single person who walks into their store has a smartphone in their purse, handbag, or in their pocket. And most of the consumers who purchase their services and products do rely on that smartphone for the kind of advice on where to go to buy the things that they want, whether it's products or services. So how do you, as an individual who can help them with digital marketing, help the business owner realize you are the person to assist them in the process of ranking higher on Google, generating more leads and sales from the web? It's a little bit of a nuanced answer, and the real trick is to not approach them trying to sell something. I do suggest that you learn and study sales, right? Tom Hopkins is a tried and true old school sales teacher who you can get some Tom Hopkins books and go through his content, his audio courses to kind of understand the basics. But the real trick, if there's a trick, is to prove to the business owner first and foremost that you can help them. You can do this in two ways. The first way is through showing them some sort of case studies or testimonials of people you've helped in the past. Now, this could actually be data and statistics from your own niche authority website that you're growing. You could say, hey, look, I started this brand new WordPress site 6 months ago and I'm already getting 4,000 visits per month. I'm getting 6 new leads per day. This is what's going on. And you could actually base your kind of results that you're getting for yourself and let that paint the picture of how you could help that business owner. The other way of going about it, right, is so there's the testimonies, the case studies of yourself, people you've helped. Now, when I first got started, I definitely did free work. I worked on a few websites for free to, number one, move them onto WordPress to prove that I could do that, and number two, got them ranking well for some target keywords. So when I sat down with a business owner, I was able to say, go to Google and search this phrase right now. And it was in the local market. It was a local business owner they had heard of. All of a sudden, that website pops up on the number one spot, and I would say, you know what? Before I started working with them, they weren't even found on the first page. They were on the third page, and I've helped them get that up to the first page. That's the result I want to get to you. But sometimes for business owners, that's still a leap. They don't fully get yet that showing up on the first page of Google for their most valuable keyword phrases is actually the goal. And this is where I would sell a keyword research package as my first initial sale. I usually priced it about $49. I sometimes sold it for $69, sometimes for $99. But essentially the conversation with a business owner would literally be me asking them, do you know what your most valuable keyword phrases are? They would always say, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I would explain that Google and the whole World Wide Web works on keywords and relevance, and there's some keyword phrases that people are searching that mean they're ready to buy from you pretty much right away. These phrases have buyer intent, and ultimately you can see how many searches per month these are getting, and you can see where you rank if you're ranking for them, and there's ways to use content to kind of raise your website up in the rankings for those target keyword phrases, helping you rank better for your most valuable keyword phrases. If you're interested, I'd be happy to do a full report. It takes me about 4 or 5 hours to do. I'll do it for $50. It's a keyword research report, and I'll come back in a few days with all of the data for you if you're interested. That was an easy sell for me to sell to a business owner because it was very inexpensive for them. It was kind of that tripwire offer, right? It gave them the ability to see that I show up, I deliver all my results, I bring a nice report that's going to really lay out the plan, and it's going to give them an opportunity to become a customer of mine because it's easier to sell a customer on another product than it is to sell somebody who's not yet a customer. So I would start with a $50 sale, ultimately working towards that $1,500 a month or $2,500 a month content marketing package, but they don't even need to know what content marketing is at that point. That might very well confuse them. I just want to help them identify the most valuable real estate on Google for their business, because if they're not showing up there, they're not getting the foot traffic because everybody searching on their phones isn't finding them. That made sense to business owners. So then I would go deliver the results of the report. I would do a keyword research report. I would try to find their top 10 to 20 keyword phrases. And then I would go look at what the potential is, right? How many possible search volumes are there, which you can then find out how much traffic is possible. About 45% of the search volume goes to the number one spot. So you can just run some basic numbers and show them, hey, look, if you were number one for all 20 of these phrases, you would probably be getting 30 or 50 or 100 or 300,000 more visits per month. And then you ask them the question, how do you think your business would be doing if you got 300,000 visits more per month from people searching these phrases? And they would instantly, business owners are like, aha, they get it. They know that that search phrase would result in foot traffic, would result in leads, would result in more money, because that's all those business owners actually care about. Yes, they want to provide a great service in the kind of in their community, right? But that business owner could go volunteer their time to give service in their community. They ultimately, as a business owner, need that business to generate a profit, and they need to see that you can help them achieve that goal. So that was kind of my sales cycle, right? I started with education, and I even ran a free meetup group in my local market. You can go to meetup.com, you can start a group. I think it was about $50 then. I think it's maybe about $75 for the year. And then you got to find a venue and you just start teaching digital marketing to your local business owners. And then you get to market that, and that becomes your free offer, right? So if you notice what I'm doing here in the real world when I was selling this, I was applying the exact same path and ideas that I've been leveraging through my digital funnels, right? Through my marketing funnels. I was just doing that in person. So the first step was get them a free piece of information to help demonstrate how good I understand this world of digital marketing, help build that relationship, right? That's the attention and the interest phase. That was what I was able to create for them through the meetup group. And then I would market the meetup group. So I'm able to talk to a business owner and I'd ask them lots of questions. Where do you get your traffic from? Where do you get your visitors from? How are you mailing your list? How big's your email list? Do you have an email? Have you mailed your past customers? I'd ask a lot of questions. And when they kind of realized I understood the world of digital marketing, I'd have a little flyer, or I would tell them, I host a weekly meetup group. If you'd like to come talk about digital marketing with other local business owners, come down to this location, this date and time, and we could talk about it from my local meetup group. All I'm doing is offering them something for free. They show up just like my free opt-in on milesbeckler.com gives you a free course on how to go from side hustle to $1 million business. It's free. You don't have to pay me anything to obtain that information. Then you get exposure to my teaching style in the real world. That was through the meetup group, and from there the first sale was my tripwire, which was the keyword research package. And then the follow-up sale, once they're like, I want to rank for all those keyword phrases, I say, great, we need to do content marketing. I would explain how that works for them, and I would let them know that it's a long process. It takes 3 to 6 months to start to see good results, and it requires consistency over long periods of time. When you used your example of, look how much traffic I've grown with my website, you get to explain to them a part of why you've driven that much traffic is because you're publishing to your blog 3 times a week, every week for the last 26 weeks. And that's why you've been able to grow such a reach and such traffic is through the content that you're producing, because Google indexes the content. Then they're like, okay, cool. I now get it. I see the possibility, the desire. So we did AI, now D. This is AIDA, the attention, interest, desire, action. So you did attention and interest through the kind of meetup group, through meeting them and talking to them, asking them questions, learning about the business. They're now kind of curious about you, about digital marketing, and about how well they can rank. Then the desire comes from them getting back that keyword research report from you. When they see that those numbers and they realize there is a mathematical, statistical probability of them getting XYZ new visits to their website, which will result in leads and sales for them, they now have the desire to do better with their digital marketing. And you, by default, since you've explained this world to them and you've shown them the possibility, you are the de facto person to help them solve that problem. At that moment, you go to action phase, and that's when you create some sort of a product beyond that first sale of the keyword research report. That's when you sell the content marketing package. You could have a 1 post a week package, a 2 post per week package, a 4 post per week package that could cost, I don't know, $1,000, $2,500, and $5,000 per month. Obviously, you need to figure out what those numbers are because you would be hiring writers, you would be hiring editors, you'd have to do some WordPress layout work, you'd have to do the SEO on each post. Maybe you're the one doing all of that work yourself and you can handle 4 clients at $2,500 a month. Boom, there's your 10 grand per month. Maybe you want to run a team and you need to get 10 clients at $2,500 per month. It costs you $1,500 per month per client to manage through outsourcing everything, and then you make the $1,000 a month profit. Boom, there are 10 clients and you're at that 10 grand per month mark. It really actually is a relatively simple path. It's not easy. It takes a lot of courage to go cold knock and walk in and talk to business owners. But if you're always focused on asking the business owner questions, you can get people to open up about everything in their lives. When people have challenges, how's your business going? How are you getting a lot of people from Google? How do you rank on Google? They will pour their hearts and souls out to you if they have time. I was often known to be able to, I would go sit down with them and buy them a cup of coffee, and I would go find an hour when we could sit down and just talk about digital marketing. No money needed to exchange. I just wanted to sit down and talk, and I would ask lots and lots of questions. I would get them to admit that there's a problem, that they're not really showing up on Google, they're not really doing enough on the web. And then when they had that aha moment of, man, if I don't really get my digital marketing world together, I'm probably not going to be showing up on Google. I'm probably not going to get any customers. Man, my business might fail. At that moment, you're able to step in as the trusted advisor. Well, let me help you. I can do a keyword research report. It takes me 5 or 6 hours to do. I'll do it for you for $50. I normally sell it for $150, but I'll do it for you for $50. It takes me about 3 days, 4 days to put the report together, and I'll get all the data, and we can sit down again and talk about all the data. Oh man, that'd be great. I'd love to work with you on that. Then you walk them deeper and deeper into the process, because ultimately the game for them is identify the best keyword phrases for their business, go create epic content that's going to rank, and make sure that you've got all the little bits and pieces that I've talked about on this channel done, right? You need your sitemap uploaded. I've got a video on that. You need to make sure you're on WordPress. I've got videos teaching you how to do that. Make sure everything's kind of loading quickly. I've got page speed video, like all the information you need, even how to do keyword research. There's a keyword research playlist on this channel that will teach you in about an hour and a half everything I know about keyword research, exactly how I've applied it for dozens and dozens and dozens of customers, clients, and even still the process my wife and I use today. The process I'm using for this video here and my wife's using for her video that she's about to cut today. That's really it. You have to always position yourself as the helpful, trusted advisor. If you go into a business trying to sell them and you don't have a relationship, you haven't proven that you can help them, you're going to get the door shut in your face. You're going to get disheartened. It's going to be extra challenging. If you go in as, hey, I'm a helpful dude in your area, or gal, I'm a helpful lady in your area, and I'm really into this digital marketing stuff. I love talking about it. You want to come to my meetup group and talk with a couple other business owners who are doing a local meetup group. We all get together. It's 100% for free. Man, that can be your free offer to get people in. You teach one idea for 30 minutes. Could be email marketing, could be opt-in pages, could be Google My Business optimization. It could be anything. You show them how to do it. These business owners are too busy to do it themselves. They were barely able to chisel out 30 minutes to come to your meetup group, but they saw the value in it, so they did. They just want to know you know what you're talking about, so you need to find that opportunity to prove yourself, all the while building your case studies, building your testimonials. If that's your work, if that's your niche site, that's great. That's how I started. I was just showing on Facebook, I was uploading pictures of my month-over-month graph and like, wow, our traffic's up 30% this month. Wow, traffic's up 42% this month. Wow, traffic's up 300% year over year. And people would just reply, friends and friends of friends on Facebook would say, Miles, I need your help. Or my cousin Sarah's got this business and she's not getting any traffic. She needs your help. Cool, let's get together. I'll buy him a cup of coffee. Let's talk about how the game works. I love this stuff. And when you approach it from that angle of being willing to give of yourself first, you become the trusted advisor. When you're the trusted advisor, you're the only person they'll ever consider hiring. And then you got to structure your offerings in a way that that first sale is very easy. I would have them pay with PayPal. I would send them a PayPal link. They would click pay with PayPal and boom, I was done. Some people wanted to pay with check. Cool, you pay with a check. I get the check. I go put it in my bank. It cashes. Then I do the work for you. Same with the monthly ongoing packages. I would set up a PayPal button so they could set up a PayPal subscription. Some people wanted to pay with check. Cool, you pay before the month starts. I then take that money and go deploy it to get the work done. They don't pay, they don't get the work done. I would never get paid after, I would get paid before I did all of the work. So then the first of the month, I go around to all my little businesses, and if they were on PayPal, I would just make sure that went through, but I would just go get the check for the month, and then we would start the work, and I would always give them a report showing everything that we did the last month and what the growth is, etc., etc. The one other thing I just just want to reinforce is setting their expectations from the get-go. Nothing happens quickly in the world of SEO, or if it does happen quickly, it's you drop off of the rankings very quickly, which is terrible. But if you're using content marketing and you're applying keyword research and you're laying out the posts as I've shown in my SEO posts, and you're taking your time to really build great content, this isn't just content mill content, you need to put out the best content on the web on the topic for that keyword phrase, you will create positive results for them over time. You just need to apply that effort over a long enough period of time for them to get the results that they desire. So setting their expectations that it's a 6-month plan, a 1-year plan is really where they're going to get the momentum. It's like the freight train that from a dead stop, it takes a ton of energy to get up to 1-2 miles per hour. It's a ton of energy to get to 5 miles an hour. But once they're rolling, and they've got that momentum on their side, they can drive a lot of traffic and they go into maintenance mode. And at that point, they're making a whole lot more return from that same price that they're paying you every single month. That's really the game plan. I wanted to kind of take this video series all the way to the point where I'm giving you some tactical things that you can use to actually go apply so you can start giving goodwill and giving value to the marketplace, whether it's sitting down with business owners one-on-one, going in, asking them questions, or inviting them to a local meetup group. Then there's that tripwire, that inexpensive sale. I normally sell this for $199 or $149, but for you, I'll do it for $50 because you're a local business owner. I got a special for locals because I just want to help local business owners make sure they protect themselves from the Walmarts and the Amazons of the world. Oh, you say those words, you're going to be their savior, my friend. And then once that's done, you show the report and you make a nice, pretty report that's going to show where they're at now. Generally, they're getting 0 traffic from these keyword phrases. They're not on page 1 for any of their most valuable phrases, and the path to getting them onto the top of Google for their most valuable phrases is lots and lots of content. You break it up to where you can do a post per week. It's going to take you 20 weeks, 30 weeks to get through all of these different posts because each one needs 1 or 2 supporting posts. Whatever that is, you lay out a plan that's a 6-month to a 1-year plan. They will fall in love with you. Then you need to just get them going, give them monthly reports, make sure they pay before you actually do the work so you're not going out of pocket for your client stuff. My friend, that is how you build a digital agency today for very little money out of pocket. And really, it's kind of a quick path to get to that 10K per month, whether you're doing all the work for clients at $2,500 a month, or you're outsourcing all of the work, 10 clients at $2,500 a month. You pay $1,500 to get everything managed and done, and you get that $1,000 per month per client. 10 clients, that's 10 grand a month right there. Either way you go about it, it's possible for you. I hope this has been helpful. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment with any questions you have. I'll answer when I have time, but I am on a road trip, about to go off the grid for a couple of days here in the Lassen National Volcanic Monument or Park or whatever it is. Really excited about that, but hit me in the comments. I will answer them, and subscribe if you haven't, because I got a new video coming out on Monday for you that's gonna be really good. We're gonna go into the investing side of this plan, probably talk about house hacking. It's either Monday or Wednesday for the house hacking video for real estate investing, and I got some other kind of really cool stuff for you. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't, hit the little bell if you have, and that's it for this video. I hope this has been helpful for you. Again, get at me in the comments and share this video. Do what you do, engage how you want. I appreciate you. I hope this has been helpful for you. This whole process of building a little digital agency for me is what floated me for 4 years before my information business with my wife really took off. My wife worked at a local shop and she worked every day, and I did this kind of agency work every day, day and night, all day, all night. That's what I did for 4 years, and it really floated me. It got me to the point where I could pay off my student loans over 50 grand. This is a great business model, and you could grow it to $1 million business, no doubt. I have friends, one friend who runs an agency, he's done like $6 million with his agency, essentially doing analytics and some PPC stuff. So find your little niche in the world, move forward, go be helpful to those business owners. Remember that they're getting bombarded with sales messages. Don't just go try to sell them something. Give them value. Be sure you're giving value. Build the reciprocity first. You'll be amazed at how well that works. It's exactly why this channel is still growing. My list is growing. But alas, I have talked for too long on this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much for your time. Be well. Until the next video, I'll see you then.